Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of the Cinnamon and Spice Podcast.
All right, rank sweet.
Not a dang thing. I'm Ox.
And I'm not.
Yes, and happy Monday, everyone.
Yes.
Thank y'all for coming back and tuning in with us. We have a really special episode for y'all today. I don't think we've ever hit on this topic with y'all, ever. I think we try to purposely stay away from certain topics.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
and cause a little ruffles.
Yeah, exactly. And I think this one, I hope it doesn't cause ruffles per se. I don't think it should because just the way we are. Anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, we're both two very open-minded people with our own experiences with it. And it's crazy because, like we just said, we haven't personally had
a conversation about religion. Yeah, or
we're kind of going into this blind with each other. So
y'all are learning something new today.
And we're learning
something new today.
Definitely. But I'm excited for it to say the least. Quick, we got new glasses just in case y'all, a supporter sent us some gifts, y'all, and we posted something on our Instagram about that. So make sure y'all follow the Instagram,
our story.
right, and go check out all the gifts that a supporter sent us, and we are so appreciative. We love that so much. But yeah, when it comes to like religion or spirituality or whatever, whichever one I guess you would fall more under or whatever. How would you say your upbringing was, Lonnie? Were y'all more on the religious side or kind of just like free flow or spiritual? Like, what type of household were you in?
I know growing up we would identify as Christian, but like it was real
settle.
It was like kind of like everybody was on their own like path type. It's like, okay, no one, like, yes, there were some Sundays when we would go to church, but it's like, dang, it wasn't necessarily like, I was always in
church.
Yeah, growing up. Yeah. It wasn't necessarily that, but it wasn't forced upon or like taken away, but it was like, like you were known, like, taught how to pray, but it's just like outside of that, it's like, it's whatever you want to do.
It's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Like it wasn't, you're forced to.
Yeah.
No.
Right, get your tail. We go to church, it don't matter what. Yeah. I think mine was a little bit different. And I think it was mainly because we lived with my grandma for a long time. Like my mom, when we got into a house where it was just us and our mom and we were no longer under the same roof with our grandparents, it was different because my mom is not, like she is, I would say she's more religious now in a way, but I think at that time she was a little rebellious, and so we weren't really getting it more from her. We got it more from my grandma and my granddad. Like church every Sunday, choir rehearsal, like youth choir, Bible study, vacation Bible study, every summer, like things like that. Even like down to like New Year's and spending New Year's at the church. Not really doing anything for Halloween because we going to like things like that.
You did the trunk or treats.
Yes. And I ain't gonna lie, like I wasn't mad at that stuff. Like it was, I enjoyed my upbringing when it came to certain aspects of being in church, especially because of the community it brought me. Like even to this day, like there are people that I am still, cool with because we went to church together. Yeah. Like we have certain, we just have certain understandings because of that, especially the church I went to, that I don't have with other people, and it's just always great. And plus, like, I feel like the church that I grew up in is an awesome church. Like, I've known the same pastor since I was a kid. He's awesome. His wife was a teacher of mine, a mentor. Still sends me wonderful messages every now and then, just reminding me, to stay headstrong and continue being myself and going on my own journey. But I don't know. It was a cool upbringing. So I would say we were more so on the religious end. Like, but I can also see, I'm not going to say like it was like forced. I mean, it's low key. Like, I remember being forced to be in the youth choir. I remember telling my grandma, I don't want to sing on the choir.
I don't want no parts of this.
I don't want to sing on the choir. Like, I was already kind of getting in trouble for falling asleep on the pew, like getting pinched and stuff because I'm falling asleep in the pew. So it's like, you want me to sit up there and possibly do that? Like, come on now.
It's funny because I would find myself like kind of seeking religion in a sense. Like, I don't know, it would be different like periods of my life where it was like, dang, like I'd find myself in the church and then it would be like, okay, I probably wouldn't go for a brief, or like, all right, I'll take it back to like when I was like 10 maybe. Like my friend that I used to like play outside with, she would go to Bible study. And I'd be like, dang, bro, like, where are you going? Like, because this kind of messing up my plans of us playing together. Like, where is you going? She's like, oh, girl, I'm going to church. I'm like, on a Wednesday? Like, it ain't Sunday. Like, where is you going?
Girl, church open every day of the week.
So I was like, well, can I go? Because it's like,
I'm trying to hang with you.
Like, I mean, shoot, it ain't that bad if you're going every Wednesday. Right. Like, let me go with you. So,
I'm missing out on.
So I ended up going to Victory Christian, like, be there on Wednesdays with her, and it would just be like, my mom, she'd be like, oh, yeah, go ahead. Like, you can, like, I was open to, like, being able to try it out or, like, go, and it was just like, all right, and I was like, okay, bet, I like this. Or, like, I don't know. I know when we were in the shelter, like, for a brief period of time, like, I spent a lot of time in the church then, but it was, like, that was, like, a group thing, though, at that time. Like, oh, my mom was actually, like, actively going, like, we were always there, and it kind of came with a plus because they would cook, too. Yeah. So, like, after we would leave, like, it was like, oh, we know we about to have a plate.
Little food. Yep.
Like, bless them. But it's, I don't know, it's weird. Like, I feel like in my life, there was different points where I would end up finding myself in a church type setting or like, I don't know, I guess like the community aspect that you were mentioning earlier, the community would keep finding me. So like, even in college, like my dad had joked me because he was like, bro, you know, some kids, they go to college to, you know, have fun, get wild, and you're in college talking about something on a church convention. Where did you find these people at? And I'm like, you're absolutely right, but I'm having a blast out here. Like, I don't know how I ended up here, but I'm you know.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
That is funny, though, yeah.
So, it was random, but it was just something I thought about, like, dang, I don't know. I feel like God was always like, all right, bro, you ain't gotta.
He had his hand on you.
Yeah,
though.
Like, he was like, bro, I'm gonna see you in a few. Like, you could be gone for now, but I'm going to catch you in a little bit. Yeah. All right.
And that's why it's like, when it comes to the whole religious versus spirituality thing, it's like, I know there's a God.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Like, you can't deny that.
Yeah, I cannot deny that. I'm sorry. And it's really hard for me to feel like I can deny something like that. I think where people lose me on the religious aspect, especially now, because this also goes back to when I started to question the church and when I started to be like, okay, like, there are a lot of things I love about this, the community, you know, the people, even like down to some of the practices. But there are some things where I have to like look at side eye. And I remember the moment when I started to side eye, and I wonder if my sister remembers this. She probably does. It's probably a traumatic experience for her. But my sister brung her more mass presenting girlfriend to church with us one Sunday. And I remember this because it wasn't too long after my sister came out as, I think, bisexual. I don't think she like straight out came out as gay, but she came out with this girlfriend, whatever. And that was already a thing with my grandma and my aunts and everything, but she brung her to church with us one Sunday. And I didn't think nothing wrong with it because I'm like, bro, it's church on Sunday. Like, we should really be happy she even going with it, right? The way they, like, my aunts and them scolded my sister and her girlfriend in the church. Like, and it's not like they were quiet about it. It was not quiet about it. Like, it was very, like, a scene down there. Like, it was kind of uncomfortable. And that's when I started to, like, question the church because I'm like, wait, like, I thought everyone is welcome. Like, I thought people can come as they are. I'm like, no judgment, right? Yeah. Like, so what is this? Like, he loves us all, but...
What, denomination were y'all? Or did
Baptist.
Y'all... Okay.
Yeah, Baptist.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
See, the non-denominational folks know where to find me.
Yeah. We were, Christian Baptist, and Christian Baptists know how Christian Baptists are. And so even non-Baptist people know how Baptist people
I was about to say,
just get very hypocritical at that point. And so that's when I started, even at a very young age, because I don't know, maybe I was, maybe 11, 12 when that happened, because I can't even remember exactly how old my sister was. 10, anywhere from 10 to 12 when that happened. But I do remember that. And that's when I first started to be like, like, that's odd.
Yeah.
And so from there, I'm like, okay. And that's when I'm like, okay, I started to like actually pay more attention to some of the scriptures and maybe read a little bit more than what we were actually going over in church or Bible study or whatever. And realize, hey, I actually don't agree with all of this. And even at a young age, realizing that some of these things, first of all, reading the Bible is kind of hard, especially at that age, because I really couldn't pronounce half the stuff. Like, especially the names, God forbid.
Yeah.
Even to this day, I still butcher names in the Bible. But it's just I could not agree with some of the things that I felt like were being taught. And that's where I started to, like, question things.
And that's where I'm, like, appreciative that I was able to pace myself in a sense. It wasn't just like, oh, this is what I was taught, so this is what you're going to be taught. And it's like, that's how people end up thinking, like, oh, snap, this is a cult. Or, like, that's where you get those kind of thinkings, because you're not given the opportunity to question or, oh, well, why is this the case? Or what does this actually mean? Because, some people just go based off of what the person says at the podium, but not based off of what word says. Like, open it up and read it for yourself. Play with them translations and see, like, I won't say, I don't know, like, no, I do say that. Play with the translations, because to a certain extent, if you can't understand, like, King James Version, you missing the whole message. Like, okay, I like NIV.
Yeah. But see, even with the word, and this is when I really, like, I felt like my grandmother, this is how I know my grandmother understood me so well, because as I got older and, like, to my teen years, and, like, she started to realize, like, okay, like, what's up with that? And I'm, like, questioning some things. And she's just like, well, some of these things you have to take at face value, really, because she said the Bible. I think
of the context, what was going on.
The context, right. She said, and the Bible is somewhat of a game of telephone. Like, this person told this person, and this person told this person, and this is their version of what was said to them. And like you said, you also have to think of context of the timing and what is, like, why they were saying these things. And so, because there are a lot, like, and I love, like, I'm such a big Kev on Stage supporter, right? And I love one day on one of his podcasts, he mentioned the same thing and how you have to really think of context with some of the scriptures, because, you're not supposed to get tattooed. I think he said something about the whole tattoo thing, but then it's like, well, the Bible also says, like, you're not supposed to mix cloths. Like, you're not supposed to wear polyester with cotton and stuff like that. And it's a lot of things, even down to, like, the whole homosexual.
Yeah.
I don't think it ever said anything with man and man. It was man and child.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, well, no, he was more so talking about pedophilia, right? Not homophobia. And so that's why when people was like, well, the Bible says, I'm like, well, no, that's not really
and that's
what
where
it said.
There was a game we used to play. It was like, oh, did the church say, or is it church said or Bible said?
Bible said, right.
And a lot of people don't realize, like, no.
Church said that.
Yeah.
Right.
And
not Bible.
The church isn't God.
Thank you.
So.
And even then, again, that's where I'm like, I can lean now in my life, even though I grew up in a more religious family, I can say now in my life, I subscribe more to, like, spirituality. Even though, like I said, like, I know there's a God. I believe in a God. I pray to God. And I say a God because I respect that other people have their own religions and beliefs. But it's like, I can't 100% subscribe to any one religion.
Yeah.
So that's why I can't really put myself in that, like, I'm a religious person type of thing.
No, that's fair.
Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know. You more so was like, I guess because of your upbringing, you were drawn to certain crowds. So was there ever a moment where you questioned anything that was being, I guess, taught to you, or things that you were learning when you were being drawn to these more religious crowds?
I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, I've heard pretty much like, oh, like, to your point, like, the being gay is wrong, or be like, who said that? Like, is that, how did we come up to this conclusion? Or, like, even, I don't know, I came to a turning point just personally in my life where it was just, I don't know, me and God got in a real big tussle. And it was because like, oh, I was molested. And right after that, I was real like, I remember taking I had an all white Bible that was in my room or whatever. And literally all over, I was just like, oh, I hate my life. Like, I hate this. Like, fuck this. Like, fuck you. Like, it was just like, it was him. Yeah, it was him, and it was crazy. And like, I remember afterwards, I felt bad. Like, I was just like, dang, like, but I didn't feel comfort either. So it was just like, damn, like, I don't know. I was very confused I feel like at that point, and it kind of made me like standoffish or like scared of it, because it's really just like, damn, y'all got all this hate for people who are gay, but like there's literal pedophiles. Like, literally, we have bigger issues that we could be frying that y'all not giving a damn about. So it's just, I don't know, like, it would be stuff like that. Or I did receive like a lot of judgment growing up of being like, oh, like my old best friend, like she was very religious growing up, like was church, Bible study. Like, she was very like, would wake up ass crack in the morning praying. Like, she was very much so religious growing up. And I would always be kind of like, it was like I knew like her people liked me, but it was also like a certain stance that they would have. Like, it was like, oh, well, she's, I don't know what the fuck that means. Like, yeah, and it's just because like people are so quick to pass judgment, but not really know, like, damn, that could be, I don't know, it could be a point to, like, her mom would call me like a vessel, like, oh, like, you could be someone who can like bring people to church or bring people like closer to God just based off of like your experiences, how you've grown, how you lived, how you lived. And then there's like people who would have been around them that would be like, ooh, like, I'm not really too sure about her. And it would be funny because it would be a real, okay, this Christian woman having to go to bat for me over people who are also supposed to be Christian. It's like, but why you gotta?
Why you have to do that?
Yeah, like, what is your?
If we all
exactly. So it's just, I don't know. I feel like Christians do get a real judgmental title. And it's like, dang, I don't know why everybody living in glass houses, like. Because a lot of the stuff that people judge people for, they're already doing or have done, struggle with, like, whatever. So it's just like, damn.
When judgment is a sin within itself. So that's why I'm like, we're not even supposed to be judging. So why judge that person? Like, we got to be able to give grace. And grace within the church, too, but just grace with ourselves when it comes to, like, figuring it out. If figuring out what it is best for you, religion, spirituality, whatever. Like, I have learned throughout the years. That's why I say I'm more on the spiritual side now, that like, yes, I do agree with, some of the religious things, but because like I cannot 100% subscribe to a lot of that, I'm more so on the spiritual side. But it's like nowadays, you can't say you're spiritual because people look at you like, people kind of be judging.
Yeah, because sometimes I do feel like spirituality is sometimes like a hidden cloak for like, bitch, you really selfish.
Yeah.
And it's because like, I do feel like that community aspect is sometimes missing, where it's like, damn, accountability, like being like someone can't hold you accountable because you're not subscribed to like, the different layers.
And I think it's a lot of layers to everything from spirituality to religion. I think especially nowadays, as more girls, and from what I see, I have been seeing a lot of girls getting more into like their Bible and stuff, and I love that, right? But it's like, because
are y'all doing it as a trend, or is that because y'all really,
And do you subscribe to all that stuff? Like, that's my biggest thing. Like, I am all for everyone, reading the word and getting closer to God. I love that. I actually encourage that. However, what lifestyle changes are you making?
Yeah.
Are you still doing certain things, like I think my biggest thing is judgment, because I feel like some people who, especially when I feel like it's the trend with the whole everybody getting back into their Bible and getting close with God, they start to come off judgy or hypocritical. Like, okay, girl, just because
now you too good for this.
Just because, right? Thank you. So I'm like, just because you want to switch your whole life up, don't try to put your nose up at other people. Now. Like,
because also realizing that God's timing isn't your timing. Right. So if He called you to do something,
that's great.
You need to do that.
Yes.
But your friend might not have gotten called to that yet. Or maybe, dang, you're going to be the light that does bring them
guide
to
that
it.
Friend to
but
him, right.
you done blinded them because you decided to be judgmental, and now they can't even follow you.
Yes, absolutely. And I just feel like, and it's crazy that we even said that this is one topic that me and you haven't really had ever. And I think it is because, like, although our upbringings were obviously different, we kind of feel the same way about it. And so it's like, I feel like sometimes religion can be an important topic, especially within friendships sometimes, because you just know how that can go. But I think in our generation is not, a lot of us, whether they want to admit it or not, do fall into the spirituality aspect, whether you're spiritual closer to the religious side or all the way on the other realm. But I think a lot of our generations do fall more under the religious side, which is why it's not so much of a conversation that some of us are having. And there are some people who have plenty conversations about religion and God. And
that's some of my favorite Jubilee episodes to
God,
watch.
yes.
I'll be all up on them.
Jubilee is entertaining, to say the least. But one thing I will say, because, and I got to be careful with how I'm about to say this. Just.
Yeah, we'll bear with you.
Just
it's a drink break.
Because I do have to be mindful of watchers, right? I do have. I'll have this conversation with you off camera. There's no way for me to really, because how I want to position it, I just don't want to offend anyone, and I don't want them to feel like I'm judging them or anything. But I just feel like sometimes I want, if you are someone who is heavily religious and you follow God and you feel like God is using you, whether you are a hearer or a seer or whatever you consider yourself, right? I feel like, again, I want y'all to just give people grace for real and stop trying to force your own beliefs onto other people. And being okay with everyone not agreeing or subscribing to what you subscribe to. Like, it's okay that you are someone who may go to church every Sunday, read your Bible, all that stuff, like really heavily into God. And I don't. I still believe in him and I still have a relationship with him, and just looks different than yours. And I might live a different lifestyle than you because I don't subscribe to everything you subscribe to. But I just want, that is where a lot of my frustrations with people nowadays come. It's just feeling like, dang, like, you mad because I don't live this, I'm not walking like you walking? Like, I'm still walking. I still got a relationship with him. It might not be in the church every Sunday, but
you do. I don't know if you are that kind of person where it feels like if you can't stand in your faith alone, then is you really? So it's one of those things where if you have
never thought of that like that.
You dang, so you have to shut me out because you that weak. Like
Ooh, I like that.
Because, just knowing your boundaries in that.
Yeah, no, I agree. Now, religion is... So you now would consider yourself more spiritual or religious? What?
Yeah, because... I don't know. Because I even got an issue with I'm not going to say necessarily... Okay.
Oh, gosh. Wait.
I just feel like if I told you my name is something and you call me something outside my name, then what is we talking about? Or who is we talking to? So one of my issues that I do have with Christianity is, why is we calling this man Jesus Christ? And then he told you that his name. But once again, it's a play on I guess you could say oh, well, the translation, okay, well, it still even said that it's closer to this than what it would be this. Or, I don't know, I'm not for the side where people are like, oh, well, this was given to you by slavery, so
no,
it was in Africa way before
we were here.
Yeah, so it's that's not really my argument. That's not where I go with that, because
the slavery part was them turning him into a white man.
Yeah. Thank you. And that's
because the Bible says nothing about him looking like these pictures y'all be praying out. But anyways.
And that's more so where I don't want to be labeled as anything, because I don't think the way that religion is taught, none of it's the correct way.
Yes, agreed.
So I don't want to be subjected to just this, because
there's some things you just don't agree. And that's why that's where I stand. Yeah, it's I agree. So, I definitely agree with that. I feel that. Wholeheartedly. So, do you feel like that's why a lot of people are more subscribed to being spiritual nowadays, because they kind of maybe we all think that same way?
Yeah, cause like and I'm not even saying Christianity as in down the church. Like, I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying more so like religion as a whole. Mm-hmm. A lot of them became a money grab.
Yeah.
Or like, how can I get up out these pockets? But they're no longer serving the community. Yeah. Or like, the black church used to mean something, but now y'all taking money from the same people. Bro, we just told y'all we boycotting them. Why did y'all take money from them?
Yeah.
And then who said that y'all speak for us?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's things like that. Like, that whole scenario, I don't even want to be associated with that.
Yeah.
Like, it's stuff like that where it's like, dang, a lot of things happen that make people go, oof. Mm-hmm. And then after a while, everybody's just like going a different path because everybody's so money hungry that none of these, like, everything's a corporation, everything's a business at this point.
Absolutely.
And these churches nowadays be a business. And that is, they don't care about the people, they don't care about serving the people. Like, when I was growing up, like, I've seen the churches feeding the people. Yeah. I've seen, and not looking at, what can we gain from it? Or like, going to small churches where, okay, my pastor knows everybody's name up in here, mm-hmm. and shoot, we really is the folks keeping the lights on over here. Like,
because all they doing is making sure the lights do stay on, and they paying their pastor.
Thank you. So it's like, I don't know. Like, and then there's, I don't know, because I used to go to like this real big, it was like a mega church or whatever, and it'd be like, like.
Yeah.
The math not math.
I think, and it's crazy because I think the mega churches is what is really what's wrong with
like
a lot of stuff now when it comes to religion. Like, they miss me with that. Them pastors.
Yeah,
I ain't even gonna get too much into that. But
and
a lot of it I be feeling like it's for content nowadays. Everybody's looking for a viral moment. Even some of these pastors.
That's online.
Yeah. So I think.
Oh my gosh! Like, even with the stuff that's going.
Wait, what?
I can't. That's
another day. We talk about that on.
I don't even think that could be talked about online, like on air. They be real censoring. That stuff. So I'm gonna leave that where
YouTube's gonna push on the TV.
We'll leave that where that's at.
Yeah, we'll talk about that off.
Yeah.
This is
why we need a Patreon. If we had a Patreon, I'm not gonna lie, because like, if we had like a back wall where it's like, man, we can really talk about
go into some
exactly, because
on how we
this
feel.
Isn't for YouTube. I'm sorry, it's a good conversation that need to be had, but I can't.
Yeah, maybe not here.
It's a safe-ish.
It's a reason why there are some topics we really ain't hit on yet.
Yeah. So, not because there's not an opinion on it. It's just
we got an opinion on damn near everything.
Baby.
But what would y'all consider yourselves? Are y'all religious people? Are y'all spiritual people? How do y'all feel about this episode? Mm-hmm. Do y'all think a Patreon would be smart for us or nah? What are y'all thoughts? Like, religion, spirituality, is there a time in your life where you question the church or where you question God? I don't know. Like, where are you right now in your walk with God or not? And answer that in the comments. I'm interested to see what some people have to say about this. But yes, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. I hope y'all enjoyed this week's episode. Y'all know what to do. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Turn those notifications on so y'all are not missing every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Turn those notifications on because I get them. So I know y'all should be getting them if you have them.
Okay.
So yeah, thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll see y'all next week.
Bye.